Mbukeli asephelenya amahora amabili ohlelo lwakho ekhaya Jikelele seswashaye sawaphuputha. Ake mbukeli thina la ekhaya Jikelele nje sikuphathele iindaba ezemidlalo isimo sezulu kanjalo zikhona ke nezivakashi kholo seziye zisivakashele. Siyabonga kakhulu ngokuthi ke nisivakashele nokuthi nihlale kanye nathi lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Khumbulani ke futhi nokuthi ningakwazi ukuthi nixhumane nathi lapha emakhasini ethu ezokuxhumana ko Facebook isikhona sithi @ekhaya Jikelele. Ufike nje lapha uthi like kuleliya page and then uzobe usubona ukuthi yiziphi izinto esixoxisana kanye nazo kanti yiziphi nezivakashi ezifikayo zizosivakashela makholi.
Usathetha njalo ngesivakashi besinesivakashi pha kwi-Yure esandula ukuphuma kuye uRorisangu usuka eMatatela. Yazi xa ndiva nje mbukeli balakhe liyanqanya into yokubana amaphupha ayafezeka. Ngoko mbukeli noba usuka kweliphi ikhaya noba usuka kweyiphi indawo elo phupha unalo elingaphakathi kuwe ungaze unikezele noba zifika inkqwithelo jonga umntase uzibambe ziqine liyode liphume ilanga ngenye imini. Siyathanda ke into yokubana sinikhuthaze nani apho ekhaya bangamagcisa uyintoni qiniseka uyanqonqoza apha ekhaya Jikelele. Singavula umnyango usinabisele ngephupho lakho kanye ngomzamo wakho omhle owenzayo. Sabukele kaloku ekhaya Jikelele apha kwinkqubo-ndaba yakho uDTT. Siyaqhubeka kaloku mbukeli sikuphakele sematheni kweli naphesheya kwamalwandle njengoko kaloku etshile ugqa wami into yokubana siyakulumkisa sikuxhobise kwaye sikufundise kanti ngoku amade ngawetyala masiziqwele siziqongqotheza le Yure ngeziphala phambili.
Inkonyama yesizwe samaZulu uMisuzulu kaZwelithini uzovakashela umndeni wakwaButhelezi Olundi eyokhala ngemva kokutshalwa kaNdunankulu uMangosuthu Buthelezi ngomgqibelo. Ngokwesiko lamaZulu inkonyama iwuhamba umngcwabo.
Hallelujah linamandla kamali kaJesu. Sanibonani babukele emakhaya igama lami uSibubhana the gospel dude ngila ekhaya Jikelele. Keep watching ekhaya Jikelele siniphathele kumnandi umdlalo neindaba na yonke into oyithandayo. God bless you.
Inkonyama yesizwe samaZulu uMisuzulu kaZwelithini namhlanje uzovakashela kwaPhindangene Olundi eyokhalisa umndeni womntwana wakwaPhindangene kwazise ubengayithamele inkonzo yomngcwabo wembabazane. Ngokwesiko lesizulu inkonyama yesizwe samaZulu ayiyethamela inkonzo yomngcwabo ngoba inkonyama akumele nakancane ukuthi sibekelwe ife elimnyama eleyamaniswa nenkonzo yomngcwabo. Umntwana wakwaPhindangene utshalwe ngempela sonto enkonzweni ebithanyelwe yicukuthwane ezifaka phakathi umengameli wezwe uCyril Ramaphosa wayengumengameli wezwe uJacob Zuma uThabo Mbeki kanye noKgalema Motlanthe kanti ke mbukeli sike sabake nengxoxo nomntwana wasonkweni okuyena okhulumela ke inkonyama washo ukuthi impela kulindelekile ukuthi namhlanje baya kwaPhindangene inkonyama uMisuzulu kaZwelithini uzobe hamba ephelekezelwa ngamanye amalungu endlunkulu bazofika lapha kwaPhindangene bemukelwe umntwana ke uMaphikelela umntwana uZuzifa Buthelezi.
Umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa uzawukhokhela igqiza elikhulu loMzantsi Afrika eNew York kule veki apho kulindeleke ukuba amazwe ehlabathi asaphuhlayo achaze oko akulindeleyo kumaqonga ehlabathi. Umongameli uza kunikela ingxelo yoMzantsi Afrika kwindibano yezizo ezimanyeneyo ngomso. Umphathiswa ujongene nombane kweli uGqirha Hosiyen Suramaghupa uthi ukusebenza kwakhona kwecandelo lesine kwiziko lombane lasekusile kuza kunceda ukunciphisa ucimicimi wombane kweli. URamaghupa uthi phakathi kaSeptemba ukuyotsho ngoNovemba eli lingalindela ukongezwa kwamandla ombane kuvimba nanjengoko esebenza amaziko ombane aliqela ekusile. Ethetha kwinkomfa kunye nonondaba malunga nezicwangciso zokulungisa ingxaki ezamandla kweli umphathiswa uthena njengoko eli belinezigaba eziphezulu zocimicimi zifikelele kwisigaba sesithandathu ustage 6 kodwa ngoku uRamaghupa uthi sekukufuphi ngaphambili. Umphathiswa ojongene nombane kweli ugqirha Ramokgopa ugxininise ukuba ukumiliselwa kwesigaba sesithandathu socimicimi wombane ustage 6 bekunyanzelekile ukuze i-Eskom ikwazi ukulungisa iziseko. Le nkampani iphehla umbane kweli ikwathe ukunyuswa kwesigaba socimicimi kongezwe nakukushokoxeka kwediesel, nto leyo ichaphazela ukusebenza kweziphehli zombane. Umphathiswa uthi iziko lombane ikusile liza kudlala indima enkulu ekunciphiseni ucimicimi nanjengoko eza kusebenza amacandelo aliqela eliziko ukuqala kule imiyo uyokutsho ngoNovemba.
So remember now you have unit 4 running. I did say now it's running. By the end of October you'll have unit 1 and 3 running. So the accumulation of these 3 units is 2,400 megawatts.
I-Eskom iphawule ukuba kubekelwe bucala imali efikelela kwi-11 billion rand ukulungisa amaziko ayo. OkaRamokgopa uthi kubalulekile ukulungiswa rhoqo kwala maziko ukuthintela ukonakala kweziseko zombane.
We are looking at various financing options to allow us an opportunity to expand the grid, strengthen the grid at the rate that will make it possible for us to accommodate new generating capacity, especially the ones that are coming from renewable energy sources.
Ugqirha Josienzo Ramokgopa uthi kudingeka imali engange-210 billion rand ukuze kongezwe amandla ombane kuvimba. I-Eskom ithi ukuqala emva kwemini namhlanje ngentsimbi yesine uyokutsho ngomso ngentsimbi yesine emini eli liza kuba kwisigaba sesibini socimicimi ze emva koko kuqalise isigaba sesine socimicimi wombane de ibe ngolwesibini kule veki. Ooceba basetyhini kwiphondo lasentshona koloni baphakamise izikhalazo ngomsebenzi omninzi nokhokhelela uxinzelelo lwengqondo. Umbutho wamasipala kweli bubambe imbizo yekomishoni yabasetyhini ngaphantsi komxholo othi ukhawulezisa umakulingane kwakunye nophuhliso lwezakhono.
Ooceba abamele omasipala nesigqeba sezithethi baye badibanisa intloko bexoxa ngemicimbi ejamelene namanina.
And I feel that if we as females in council struggle so much with our mental and emotional well-being, what example are we for the community members and for the ladies that are sitting in situations that are dire?
Leli rhohle imemelele ukuba bangene kwizikhundla zolawulo abantu abangoomama.
Abakwazi ukuthatha unxaxheba kwezorhwebo, abakwazi ukuthatha inxaxheba nakweziba bathathe indawo ezibalulekileyo ezikhundleni, whether zezokupolitika okanye kuselurhulumenteni kunye nakumacandelo abucala. Siyabona uba ii-CEOs zibangabantu abangootata, azibi ngabantu abangomama.
Imeko yokuhlukumezeka empilweni nasengqondweni iye yaxoxwa.
Xa unguceba ungumntu ongumama apho ufumaniseke uba ujongwe apha yi-community into yoba uzawubanceda kwiinto zonke, not only kwiinkonzo zikamasipala kodwa nalo yena uzawube mhlawumbi engenakutya okanye lo yena mhlawumbi egulelwa ufumaniseke uba ingumthwalo kuwe. So ibenza loo nto leyo bafumaniseke into yoba lo mthwalo unzima babe nabo befuna uncedo.
Iphondo lasentshona koloni lithi lenza inguqu ekulweni nemiba yokuhlukunyezwa kwabantu ngokwesini emva kokumelisela icandelo elilandela izenzo zokuhlukunyezwa nokuvulwa kwezindlu zokhuselo ezintandathu ezamiliselwa ngurhulumente kazwelonke.
At the moment, today we have women in the room because it is about women, but if we want to achieve gender equity, then we need to have conversations with boys and men.
Leli rhutla ibongoze abahlali ukuba bafune uncedo xa bebona bebethakala ngokwasempilweni nangasengqondweni. Thule Joka, Iindaba ze-SABC, eKapa.
Usashaqekile umndeni wosana olwebiwa esibhedlela eRobert Mangaliso Sobukwe. Lolu sana lugcine litholakele emva kweinsuku Nyamalele.
Usana belunentsuku nje ezinhlanu ngethuba lubiwa kwisibhedlele iRobert Mangaliso Sobukwe. Esisehlo sishiye unina womntwana kunye nosapho luxhelekile emphefumlweni. Nangona umntwana ebuyele ezandleni zonina, usapho luthi umama walomntwana akakagxole emphefumlweni.
The mother of the baby mentally wise is not really in a good state because this thing was happening just few days ago.
Usapho lutyhola isebe lezempilo eMhlakoloni ngongafuni ukuthatha uxanduva.
We are not happy at all, but it's not about the hospital anymore. It's about the health administration and the MEC there. We want that MEC to be accountable. He never even bothered to give us a courtesy call when he heard this story.
Ukanti isebe lezempilo kweli phondo limile kwelokuba esi sehlo singaphaya kwamandla esebe.
There's a persistent movement of mothers who are breastfeeding the children because these children are kept within the ICU section. When that incident happened, it is the same normal process of mother moving in and out. In this case, this baby was discharged. So the mother, after breastfeeding the child, left, which is nothing wrong what she did, left the child in the custody of the unit.
Isebe lithi kuthathwe amanyathelo okuthintela izehlo ezikumila kunje. Abahlali baseMpuma Koloni balumkisiwe ngokuya kumalwandle nokuba ke engavalwanga okukulandela umsingo omkhulu kunxweme lwephondo. Abaqhubi bemoto balumkisiwe ukuba baqaphele nanjengoko zichaphazelekile indlela ezithile. Ikhempi yasebulawo eGqeberha oko ibivaliwe kubahlali ngenxa yomsinga okanye imisinga emandla etshambalalise amakhaya necaravan. Abenkonzo yemo zezulu bathi kunemimoya ye-gale force nemsinga ye-spring eyenzeka ngexesha elinye. Sisathetha mbukeli nge-gale forces make sirhebule sifince kwisimo sezulu sibone into yokubana kuqhubeka ntoni kwiindawo ezigudle unxweme.
Siphinde sikwamukele ke mbukeli wekhaya Jikelele. Njengamanje ke mbukeli sekuyisikhathi sokuthi sisukuhlala kancane sirelaxe siyekele ke imbongi yethu yesibili ekhona la ohlelweni lwethu. Igama lakhe ke uTisetso Explosive yena uza nepoem yakhe emnandi inkondlo ethi The Dream.
Khotsong khorong mkadimen ditsebe majwana mabedi mabetsa hule binang mabina bina bina eseng menyepetsu kgetlepa lefatshe ha modula qhoa a hata fatshe kho khotsong khorong lebitso la ka ke toro. I am a dream, but I'm dead because all you did was daydream. You forgot to make me a reality. You've made me a ghost when I wanted to make my essence a presence on earth. How bad, how sad, from east to west to where the sun sets, a net of tears flaunting the absence of stars in your Milky Way, suffocating your breath with your fears that breathe and speak the language silence to your imagination. See, I'm exposing your negation, vibration and stuttering when a passion is burning, Jenny, but your legs are shambling, delaying climax because already the world was shaking. The crowds were cheering. Your craft is art. Your craft is art. More effort, hanging there a bit harder. It's a masterpiece, a gift. You do it without blinking, but you stopped. What were you thinking? I mean, your dreams, why couldn't you achieve them? Sorry, I mean, me, the dream, why couldn't you achieve me? Now half my heart in half this chest beat, half a pulse and less than half my words are spoken. I'm a dream, I don't speak, I'm manifested and spoken. I speak of a poet that is outspoken. To give him credit, he was outstanding. Only made the mistake to depend on talent, yet forgot ingredients to nurture his dreams, hence they were left out, standing, grieving, pleading, like an embryo seeking for oxygenated blood, yet neglected like tintinabulations of broken glass. What is the universe without a constellation of stars? What is talent when procrastination always leaves you with the deepened scars? Di talente le ditoro tsara ditoro ibile toro fela ya badi porro tsa madi a pelonolo ho reketla o a dutse o putile matsoho a leketla empa banna ba sebetsa shera ditoro ha e sebetse jwalo o ampota umphoqile ena taba re ne re qoqile pele ba qaka iqakileng tsa hao diqeto re qetile o nongola ka bogabane boqitolo boqhetseke ke o tshepile le qephe e le qhitsa madi o qoqa palo betsa padi sehlohlolong we wotla we betsa mane ya ba mopheme o nwa madi wa o pholla wa qhanolla ya qala kgathatso ditoro ya ba takatso ho paka tutudu ya masisa pelo monahano kelello bofokodi ba mamello bongkhunu bongkhege bana beno ba o emetse mpa hulanya maoto tsamaya butle ako butle ha ke utlwisisi ha o ro kgathetse deadlines on a Monday o lebetse red lights on a highway o setse o setswe o robetse ako tlelo papala wena man o iketsetse. See, your lack of proving the congruence between triangle of desire and destiny is a depleted passion moving 2 times faster at circumference. Our confluence is subject to soft life, but that's equivalent to the boiling point of work ethic. 180 degrees, 200% of commitment which you had subtracted. Your deathbed is trauma. Losing your breath to regrets, your skin fuels. Insecurities are starting to cage in, trying to reach for the stars with broken pieces you've managed to hold in. You're trapped inside, trying to escape. Are chopped inside, trying to rotate, to move to a different place, yet you are stagnant, confined in one place. But you did this to yourself, didn't you? You continued to slip and snore. You see, you rip what you saw. I saw what ripped your heart apart when nimbostratus pregnant clouds gathered into a thunderstorm, interjected with both my palms, failing, even with my punctuated arms, flooded away the passion within my punctured lungs, exposed to the negligence of what's happening inside. See, your dreams are ghosts, so dream while you're still awake. Because your dreams can be ghosts. Explosive.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele kaloku apha kwinkqubo ndaba yethu uEkhaya Jikelele siyaqaqambisa kaloku ulwimi lwemveli apha ku-DTT kwiilwimi zonke zalapha eMzantsi Afrika. Uyaqonda ukhumbule kaloku into yokubana siEkhaya Jikelele siyazinca ngokuba kaloku siqaqambise izakhono zenu. Ungatsho mbukele ungqilele nami into yokubana namhlanje yeyi oko zikhala kaloku na kwi-first hour, second hour siniphathele imvumi esingatsho into yokubana ngenene italente italente labo liqaqambe kunene. Ninebona kaloku mbukeli into yobana ngaphambi kokuba siye phaa evenkileni besine poet emnandi kakhulu ethi The Dream. Sinikezwe nguye kaloku uTisetso Mayane. Inzalelana kaloku esuka phaa eVaal. Ulapha namhlanje enkqubeni sawukhe kaloku sincokole naye sive into yokubana uthando lwakhe lokwenza imibongo luqale phi njengokuba simbona elapha ekhaya Jikelele. Tisetso molo.
How are you?
I am, andazi, I'm feeling revived after that poet. I'm feeling
beautiful.
revived.
Thank you very much.
Unjani kodwa?
I am good. I am honestly good. I cannot complain.
Wow, nangendlela othetha ngayo uthetha vele njengembongi.
I mean, you get used to it. You know?
Isegazini,
Yeah, it's in the blood.
igijima
It's in the blood. So
wow, that was such a powerful poem. And benibane ndibhala phansi, there's something that you said that you are suffocating my breath with fears. And I feel like, you know, ngumceli mngeni mhlambe umuntu othi jonga ndinephupho elinalo, but because of fears ziyama. Kodwa ngaphambi kokuba sithethe ngalonto ndiyarhalela ukwazi into yokubana kubani uTisetso beyond poetry.
Beyond poetry. Okay. Okay, I'll just give you a brief of Tisetso and who he is as an individual. So I was actually born in the KZN, Ematateni, but then when I was young, I came Gauteng. So I grew up in the Vaal. Yeah, that's where I did my primary school, my high school. I'm currently studying BA in motion pictures at Avda Film School. This is my third and last year. I actually fell in love with poetry, or rather words, when I was still 12 years old, you know. I would write codes, I would read a lot of books, you know, and that is what generated my love for poetry. Also performing at artistic events, you know, when there are ceremonies or maybe it's Heritage Day, that is what actually inspired me to actually be a poet, and seeing how many hearts I touch with this gift of mine, you know. Tisetso is just someone who is flamboyant, someone who dreams big. I'm goal-driven and ambitious. I just want to be remembered as someone who was positive, optimistic, and someone who just wanted to make their dreams come true.
Amazing. You've said it all. And I love when you say that you are goal-orientated, because we live in a world where, I mean, you mentioned that you started poetry at the age of 12, or rather your love for poetry. And I mean, at that age, I mean, that's where most people discover their talent. But the sad news is when you grow older, you find out, I mean, you look back, you reflect on your journey, and you say, "Ay man, my inner child that wanted to be a poet, ayisekho lo maphupha achabalala." What would you say, ndwendwela, that kept you grounded from 12 years old? You kept that passion burning. Here you are today. You are a flamboyant poet. You perform events. What would you say kept you grounded and kept your passion burning from 12 years old?
Okay, that is a very good question. I would say what kept me grounded was seeing what putting in the work and what I put my mind into can actually do for me, you know? Because when you recite, you're not reciting for yourself, right? As an artist, you need an audience. And how the audience receives you is what will keep you going. But also when you look at yourself in the mirror and you just see and you realize this gift or this burning potential that you have, you're like, I really need to keep going. I've had a lot of people telling me that I am going far, you know, I should keep doing what I'm doing, which is also one of the things that inspired me to actually keep doing this thing, you know. And I think with the support from my family, because I come from a family of artists, you know, both my mom and dad.
So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family because both my mom and dad, they're actually artists. So, but I spend a lot of time with my mom, and she is actually the one who keeps pushing me, you know, that do what you love what you do, you know. If it gets hard, continue praying. Pray for this gift that you have, you know. And I'd really like to thank my mom for always being there for me in hardships, in all the struggles, and making me realize the greatest being that I am today.
Wow. And with what you're saying that you want to give gratitude to your mom, I think as Ekhaya Jikelele, we just want to say that siyaba appreciate bonke omama out there, because even the guest before you, naye ebenombulelo ethi ngakuma mam, so mani nomzantsi Afrika siyazinca kangangani, and andazi noba mhlambe omama bathanda abafana kakhulu babanikeza that support, but it's really beautiful. I mean, ukunikeza igratitude uzitsho into yokubana now that I'm here today kungenxa kamama miyatsho nengoma ke yesiXhosa ithi ndinjenje ngumama wam. I want to go back to your poet that you recited for us, The Dream. I picked up into yokubana le poem mhlambe okanye uyidedicate kumuntu esingatsho into yokubana uye wawashiya phansi amaphupho wakhe. Ndide ndaphala phansi this ukuthi you have made me a ghost, you have suffocated me with your fears, and you do your gift without even blinking. It affirms that gift yakho, it's something that is God given and no one can take away that from you. But we live in a world where people are constantly fearful, but because the fear seems to be the stumbling block rather. I mean, what would you say are the main challenges that young people are facing ubana mhlambe bafezekise amaphupho wabo? Because njengembongi awubongi kuphela koko uyaphilisa. In your conversations with young people, because I mean you are in the art space, so nqinsekile into yokubana uyathetha nabantu abatsha, what would you say is the biggest stumbling block eyenza into yobana abantu abatsha bangayiphambili?
Okay, that is a very good question. You know, there's a quote that says the richest place in the world, it's not China, it's not Dubai, it is not Japan, but it is actually the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, you have books that were never written, you have songs that were never sang, you have businesses that were never erected because all of those people were actually scared. But we are not in the graveyard yet. We are still here. I think the stumbling block for the youth out there is not realizing the potential that they have simply because of circumstances or opportunities not being presented to them. But it's actually taking your circumstances and say, out of this situation, I'm unprivileged, yes, but I am going to make it out of my hood. I am going to make it out of my townhood. You know, you take your lemons, you make them lemonade. You take your pain, you grow from it, you learn from it, you push through, you know. You can't keep making excuses. And the actual meaning of fear is false evidence appearing real. So fear...
Can you repeat that?
False evidence appearing real. That is fear. So fear is an illusion. That is what actually I was trying to portray in this poem, that our dreams are valid if only you can believe, because whatever that you visualize will materialize, you know, and your thoughts, with your thoughts and your thinking, you're sending a frequency to the universe, and whatever that you're thinking about or whatever the frequency you're vibrating on, the universe will bring those things to you. So we need to dream big because nothing is ever impossible for us. Even the word says, I am possible.
I can listen to you the whole day. I mean, your love for words. I mean, you speak about vibrating at the same frequency as the universe. Because you are what you attract. And the question is, what would you do if you were not afraid? Would you back up? Would you do it? I love that. I love that, vibrating at the same frequency with the universe. Because the trick is, I mean, as abantu, we are nature, but we must match with the nature, which is the universe. You talk about unlocking your potential, and I mean, I'm listening to you. When's the poem yakuthi, yay, the dream is free, live your dreams, your dream is a reality. But they don't know in Dogbana, behind the scenes, you have to prepare, you have to position yourself. And you don't even have the fears to be on stage. Flamboyant. What do you do? What sort of preparation do you do so that because it's not just focus physical, but emotionally, spiritually, because I have to resonate with you. The message that you deliver, and it highly resonates and aligns with abantu baphefumulelayo.
Okay, so in terms of performance, it's a very sensitive thing, because sometimes you're talking about issues that is sensitive, and it's very important as an artist to stay true to the poem and also be connected to what you're doing. This is art, this is a craft, right? So if you are not connected to it, then how will people be connected to you? So I do a certain things. Before I perform, I usually listen to music and just meditate on the poem or the piece that I will be doing. You know, it just helps me to get in character of the specific poem that I will be performing, to just connect with the message of the poem, you know. That is why I chose this specific poem, because I feel like it's appealing to the audience and it's what the audience needs to hear at this point. Yes.
What the audience needs. And abantu xa bekufuna bakufumana phi, just usinikeze nje inkcukacha manani.
Okay, I'm explosive_Tisetso on all social media platforms. So Instagram, explosive_Tisetso, and also on TikTok, I'm explosive_Tisetso.
Tisetso, you can literally sell me anything. And because of that, I'm going to allow you to take us to the break. I want you to play with your words, Jonga. This is your camera.
Okay, this is my camera.
Yes.
This one.
Camera one is your camera. Take us to the break. Convince them, but they must not move, because once they move, they will be immovable.
Onse o dutse le rona ke a tshepa hore o dutse ha monate nna ka lebitso ke tiisetso ha mayane ntumelle ke o hlabe malotsana ke re qaqa ke re titipote hopola hore the name of the show, it's Ekhaya Jikelele. We are going to an ad break. See you very soon.
Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonga kakhulu ngokuthi ke uhlezi nathi. Uma ngabe ke siqhubekela phambili mbukeli, until I die I will live, kuze kufike isikhathi sokufa kwami ngizophila. Lona ke umuzwa ofike kuqala ngesikhathi ngifunda incwadi esihloko sithi Don't Die in the Cage. Abanye phakathi kwethu umbukeli sikhuluma nje basaphila ngoba phela bangamavaka besabukufa ngoba nakho abazi ukuthi ngale kokufa bayobhekana nasilwane esini esinemlenze emingaki. Nange umbhalo wencwadi ubona Mahlinza eqoke ukuhlanganisa usiba nephepha wakhetha ukusibuyisa singaqedi ngempilo yethu ngale ncwadi yakhe ethi Don't Die in the Cage. Ngayo ke mbukeli uhlose ukuphakamisa ithemba kimi nawe alihlakuleleke lichume likhule lisikhuleke noma lisikhulule futhi emcabangweni esiqoqozela ukuba sijuqule. Mfoka Mahlinza wamukelekile ke ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonge kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje.
Ngiyazibongela kakhulu, ngiyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ngiphe isikhathi sokuthi ngikwazi ukukhuluma njengamanje.
Kubonga thina. Hayi Mfoka Mahlinza, yabona mina ke ngiyayifunda incwadi futhi nje ke ngiuhlobo lomuntu oyilandela izinkulumo ezakhayo. Kokubili ke lokhu akusavamile phela emehlweni omphakathi. Isibindi nogqozi bokubhala as a motivational speaker ingabe sisukaphi kuwe?
Dadewethu ngiqale ngalokho okusho nje ukuthi akusavamile uthola ukuthi khona abantu abanothando lwezincwadi nangokwama results izinamba ziphansi okukhombisa ukuthi abantu abasakhonzile kakhulu ukufunda. Ugqozi lokuthi ngize ngibhale lencwadi engibhalile lisuka from ama experiences impilo ngiyiphila ngiyibuka kunezinto eziningi engiyifunde kuyona nama lessons nje izifundo ebengiyithola ngayikhathi zonke uma ngibhekene nezinselelo. So lokho kungenze ngavuselele ukuthi ngingayibhala incwadi ngiushiye umyalezo nanokuthi umyalezo wami ufinyelele kubantu abaningi. Ngiyazi ukuthi uma ngenza inkulumo ezikhuthazayo ezindaweni ezihlukahlukene khona abantu abangayithola imessage abayifisayo le message yokuvuseleleka ngoba njengoba siphila nje sibhekana nezinkinga eziningi empilweni, so siyayidinga iboost okuyi-motivation. Ukugqugquzeleka kwami kusukela lapho ke dadewethu.
Manje Mfoka Mahlinza ngiyabona lapho ukuthi indlela obhale ngayo ithinta ngqo umuntu. Lokho kungenza ukuthi ngiyibuzeke ukuthi ke kule ncwadi bukhona kangakanani ubuwena nesiqu sakho kuyo.
Uyabona njengoba ngiphethe ngikuvezela yona nje lencwadi le ayikho kakhulu ngami, ngicabanga ukuthi angingagxili kakhulu kimi kodwa ngesikhathi ngishare ama experiences empilo bengithatha nje izibonelo lapho nalapho ukuthi u1 no2 mina nguhlanganise kanjani bese kuba ukuthi ngiyavela kodwa incwadi ayikho ngami, ingamaqhinga namasu oba kanjani empilweni engabhekana kanjani nezinselelo zempilo usuku nosuku.
Kunezihloko nje kule ncwadi ezingihlabe nomxhweleke uthi laphayana never let your dreams die. Wake up and follow your dreams. Kulokho ke usho ukuthini kimi kanye nombukeli?
Dadewethu ngiyakholelwa ukuthi ayikho inkomo yokuthonga. Kumele futhi udlalele ngalapho ofisa ukuya khona. Ngalawo mazi ngisho ukuthi into eyenza ukuthi uthole ukuthi impilo yomuntu imile ukulahlekelwa amaphupho akhe noma ungakholelwa emaphuphweni akhe. So ngivuselela ukuthi umuntu akabe nalo iphupho kungagcini ngokuthi ube nalo emqondweni kodwa uzame amaqhinga namasu ukuthi uzolifeza kanjani iphupho lakho njengoba uphila. Kuhamba ibanga elideke lokho kufanele ubheke indlela owenza ngayo izinqumo. Kufanele ubheke ukuthi wena uzibheka kanjani wena. Abantu bayagxeka bakubiza ngamagama kodwa kuya ngokuthi wena yini okholelwa kuyo ngawe. Leyo nto le ingakwenza ukuthi noma ngabe iphupho lakho likhulu kanjani ungagcina ukwazi ukuthi ul-achieve noma ulifezekise ngenxa ukuthi uyakholelwa kuwena. Okusho ukuthi uqala ngokuthi ukholelwe kuwena, ushintshe indlela oyibuka ngayo bese futhi usetha ama-goals, ube nawo ama-goals ukuthi ngoba ngikholelwa ukuthi siswami ama-goals are stepping stones to your dream. Uma une-vision nje uyawadinga ama-goals, ama-plans ukuthi okay uzofika kanjani-ke lapho. uNkulunkulu usekukhombisile ngesithombe emqondweni wakho ukuthi okay yilento le obizwe leyo noma ilento le ofuna ukuthi uyi-achieve. Kanjani-ke lapho you must set goals.
Uphinde futhi uthi nothing changes until your mind changes. Sitshele nje ngokubaluleka mfoko amahlinza kwesimo somqondo somuntu ukuze phele ke aphumelele.
Akukho kungashintsha empilweni ungakawushintsha umqondo wakho. Uma isimo ophila ngaphansi kwaso noma obhekene naso singakacasuli ngaphakathi enhlizweni alukho ushintsho ozolwenza. Ngalesi sihloko esithi nothing changes until your mind change ngivuselela leyo nto ngaphakathi kumuntu ukuthi kumele ashintshe indlela abheka ngayo izimo. Omunye umbhali wakhe wathi akuwona umthwalo osephulayo kodwa indlela esiwuthwala ngayo okhumsheka ngokuthi it is not the load that breaks us down but it is how we carry the load. Okusho ukuthi uma ushintsha indlela obheka ngayo izimo kuningi okungashintsha empilweni yakho.
Sibonge kakhulu ke mfoko amahlinza ngicela nje 30 seconds usho uthi le ncwadi itholakala kuphi?
Anokuthi you are destined for greatness wazalwa ngenhloso. Le ncwadi evuselela kakhulu uyakwazi okwamanje isatholakala kumina liqobo. Ungangibheka lapha ku Facebook ubona iMahlinza BONI bese kuba uMahlinza isibongo. Na ku TikTok ungakwazi ukungithola uma usearcha nje ubona iMahlinza uzokwazi ukuthi ungithole. Nalapha ku Twitter ungakwazi ukuthi @bonimahlinza uyakwazi ukuthi ungithole.
Sibona ngakhulu ke @bonimahlinza sokwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi ke siyakubheka ube nosuku oluhle.
Ngingajabula kakhulu nababukeli ngibafisela usuku oluhle.
Sibonge kakhulu. Mbukelo bekubona iMahlinza ke ongumbhali wencwadi, ubhala incwadi laphayana yiyo ke le kade sixoxisana ngayo umbukeli ngaphambi kwekhefu. Okwamanje siqunga seyitolo masibuye ukholo sizobe nesivakashi naye axoxisana naso ngalinge uphuthelwe.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nesasibukele kaloku apha ekhaya jikelele. Usuku iWorld Patient Safety Day 2023 luye lwaqatshelwa phezulu phansi komxholo othi engaging patients for patients safety. Kokuqaphela indima kaloku ebalulekileyo edlalwa zizigulane, intsapho kunye nabononopheli ukhuseleko lwezempilo. Ubungqina bonisa ukuba xa izigulane ziphathwa njengamaqabane ekuhoyeni kwazo oko ke kuba nenzuzo ekwanelisekeni kwesigulane kunye neziphumo zempilo. Ngokuba ngamalungu asebenzayo eqela lokhathalela impilo izigulane zinokufaka isandla kukhuseleko lokhathalelo lwazo kunye nolo lwenkqubo yokhathalelo lwempilo xa iyonke. Ukuthetha ngakumbi ke ngosuku lwehlabathi lokhuseleko lwezigulane sizawuthetha naye kaloku uMelito Njilo ophuma kwiqela lezempilo Equality and Safety Clinic Health Group. Melito masikubulise sikwamkele inkqubeni yethu ekhaya jikelele sibambe ngazibini ngokuba uye wasindwendwela namhlanje.
Ngiyabonga Kolisa ngokuthi ningibeme ngizokhuluma nani namuhla ngethemba ukuthi ababukeli bazozuza okuningi ngalenkulumo yethu.
Siyathemba nathi phansi kweslogan esithi elevate the voice of patients. Umbutho wezizwe ezimanyeneyo uyamemelela istakeholders bazihlangane zikwazi ukuphucula imiba okanye imeko ye-patients. Ungasithela thuphe nje into yokubana xa sithetha nge-World Patient Safety Day sithetha ntoni njengoko iye yaqatshelwa phezulu?
Kakhulukazi i-healthcare mangithi ezompilo thina masi njengabahlengikazi nodokotela ezibhedlela uma sisiza abantu abaza kuthina sivamisile sithi mabafika kuthina sifuna ukwazi ukuthi baphethwe yini sizokwazi ukuthi sibatreate ngendlela efanelekileyo sazi ukuthi ne-treatment esibapha yona i-treatment ehambelana nalobugula bakhala ngabo egcineni sikhala kakhulu ukuthi patient ethu imiphuma kumele iphume ngendlela enhle futhi utholile usizo. So lolanga leli le-patient safety siyalibhiyoza celebrate siphinde sicele ama-patient ukuthi asebenzisane nathi. Okokuqala nje kuningi ukuthi thina okwamanje patient imifike ekhala mhlambe ngekhanda yithini kumele senze ama-assessment sipopole si-check ukuthi patient kahle kahle aziphathwe yikhanda kwenze njani. Kodwa sivamise sithola ukuthi patient asitsheli konke yenzakala empilweni yakhe kugcine i-care esinikayo ingabi i-care ephuma nama-positive patient outcomes. Ngakho-ke yingakho sibhiyoza leli langa sithi we want ama-patient nawo abambisane nathi when we deliver i-health care.
Into ethi-ke yinsebenziswano phakathi kwe-patient nomongi okanye umongikazi. Siyaqonda into yokubana ni-Quality and Safety Clinics Health Group ngolwezine okanye ngama-Thursdays nibamba webinars. Khani sixelele banzi ngalomsebenzi niwenzayo nge-Thursdays kwaye ke ngubani onothi mhlawumbe azibandakanye okanye othi ndifuna ukuchechwa ndingene kubani onofunqa?
I-Clinics Health Group ibonile ukuthi esikhathini samanje ama-patient wethu awanawo ulwazi ngokuthi kulezi zinto esizenzayo esibhedlela sisuke si-expectani noma sifuna ukuthi badlale yiphi indima. Ngakho-ke sabona ukuthi ukuze abantu bethu babe nolwazi kungcono sibe nama-webinars ngolwesine njalo ngo-6 o'clock. Manje ama-webinar wethu si-invite ama-different professionals depending ukuthi masibuka ukuthi kwenzakalani in the healthcare industry jikelele as i-nation, what are the challenges, bese siyakhetha-ke sikhetha ama-topic esibona ukuthi singakhuluma ngawo. Kungekudala besikhuluma nge-informed consent ukuthi kule care esiyipha ama-patient wethu ayadinga ukwazi ukuthi le care iyini ihambelana nani futhi bazozuzani bese-ke bazokwazi ukuthi bavumelane nathi basayine. Sizama ukubabonisa ukuthi banamalungelo kulokho esikwenzayo, banamalungelo ukuthi basibuze ukuthi lokho esikwenzayo kokuqala nje second opinion bangayithola, okwesibili bazi ukuthi isn't there another option if i-patient izile mhlawumbe sithi sizoba ne-surgical intervention mhlawumbe uzoye theatre yosikwa ukuze aphile bese-ke informed consent siyakwazi ukudiscussa ukuthi mhlawumbe akukho ama-therapeutic interventions akhona abangakwazi ukuthi siwenze kuqala before bahlinzwe. Ngakho-ke yiko besi-discussa ku-webinar yethu ukuthi abantu bazi ukuthi yini informed consent futhi bazi ukuthi ivikela bona abantu bethu.
Usathetha njalo into yokubana niye nithi thaca ne-challenges mhlawumbe ezingadala into yokubana kungabikho relationship phakathi kwe-patient nomongi okanye umongikazi. So njengoko nisenza ezingxoxo ndiyarhalela into yokubana uxhobisa okanye ufundisa ababukeli bethu into yobana mhlawumbe yintoni edala mhlawumbe unxushu phakathi komongi kunye ne-patient kude kube kanti kube nolusuku oluqatshelwayo oluzawuphucula ubudlelwane.
Ngiyabonga. Okokuqala nje siyacela ama-patient wethu maweza ezibhedlela abasazise konke kwenzeke empilweni zawo. Okokuqala mabasitshela ukuthi baphuzane ekhaya. Kungaba i-treatment esibiza nge-chronic ehambelana no-hypertension no-diabetes abayithathayo. Okwesibili abantu bethu abantu besintu kunemithi abayithathayo futhi balungelo bane-right ukuthi bayithathe leyo mithi. It's traditional medicine. Kodwa-ke siyafisa futhi siyathanda futhi siyacela ukuthi mabaza kuthina basazise ukuthi baphuzane. Uma basazise ukuthi baphuzane siyakwazi thina ukuthi sibambisane nosokhemisi ukuthi si-understand ukuthi kule treatment esifuna ukubapha yona nale mithi yesintu abayiphuzayo ayizi ukushayisana na. Ngoba mayishayisana ikhosa ama-complications for ama-patient. Futhi siyafisa ukuthi mabeza kuthina bangasifihleli uma kunezidakamizwa abayithathayo. of late sibonile siqaphelile ukuthi abantu abadala baphuza grandpa kakhulu. Okoqala nje ngicacisa ayikho into wrong go grandpa, but inani the amount abayithathayo igcine ikhande isifo. Noma yipi imithi esiyithathayo ezweni uma uyithathe ngenani elingasihle elingekho kahle ijika ibe usheve emzimbeni wabantu. Futhi ke siyacela abantu bethu mabeza basazise mabangasizwisisi into esibiza ngokuthi language barrier, ngoba mabafika kuthina uzothola udokotela uma addressa ngesilungu kanti umuntu akazwisisi isilungu. So kuyasiza ukuthi sikhulumisane nabo ngendlela noma ngolwimi abazolizwisisa. Futhi sithi mabeze nomndeni wabo ukuthi konke sikudiscussa nabo noma esixoxisana nabo kube nomuntu wesibili ozokuzwisisa futhi ozokwazi ukuthatha endlini bebefika baku-understand. Okugcina ke sibe siye ne-health education mesibapha imithi noma sibe sikube ne-intervention CP patient bese siyabapha ukuthi musufika ekhaya wenze kanje uphuza amaphilisi wakho kanje noma makubusikiwe unakekela isilonda kanje. So kubalekile ukuthi nabo babambisane nathi mebefika endlini benze njalo.
Sisimelisa masibambe ngazibini ngexesha lakho nokuxhobisa ababukeli bethu. Ndiqinisekile nabo ngayo lento abayifumeneyo bafunde lukhulu sibamba ngazo zosibini.
Ngiyabonga.
Right, ibukeli ekhaya Jikelele kukangako ke besiniphathele kona namhlanje. Sibambe ngazibini ngenxaso yenu engagunqiyo. Singabalibali kaloku aba basebenza pha behind the scenes. Iqola kanjalo mamtshali.
Hayi siphelile ishayile ixesha mfondini kumele sihambe ngoku.
So ready?
Yes, ngiready. Mbukeli ke siphela lapho ke besiniphathele zona namhlanje ekseni. Kodwa ke khumbula mbukeli ukuthi nakusasa siyabuya ngesikhathi esifanayo khona la ekhaya Jikelele. Sizokubona kusasa ke ube nosuku oluhle usale kahle.